Good day, tubes. How's it going? So, looks like it's gonna be another rainy day today. So I guess we're gonna maybe go down to trailer part number 15 there, and it's gonna be arts and crafts a bit day today. Thanks to Cappy for giving me the idea. Cutting out some fender brackety things, so it's gonna be a bit of messing around and stuff. But anyways, we'll get down there in a sec. But I thought this morning I'm gonna count these pumpkin seeds, see how many we got. So. Maybe by the end of the video I'll let you know, so you guys can frickin' guess and stuff, and see what you think. Leave a comment and stuff, you know, and then at the very end of the video I'll maybe mention how many there is. So there's lots. It's amazing. So anyways, let's head down to the garage. Well, I'm thinking maybe we should take this down. Check the tire. How we fixed it. Looks like it's still holding. Oh yeah, still rock hard. That's good. Now I might change a bit once we drive her and that plug moves around a bit, but let's give her a nice grimy cold start here. Oh yeah, just like that. So we got 157.2 hours, 1,308 kilometers. And that's a trip. That's the tachometer there, so. Hold on to her. Would have gone through the river, but there's a big tree there now. Huh. Chillin' pulled him out, yeah. Wouldn't have made her, that's for sure. Oh well, keep our tires dry. Go. Alright, so I just cut a basic shape out here, and this isn't going to actually be the bracket, but just to give me a rough idea, I just have to tweak her a little bit here and there for the shape of this fender, right? See, it's different in different places, so I think if I mount it there, oh, you guys can't even see that, sorry. If I mount her there, and then one on the back side, and then to the trailer thing, I think that should probably be pretty decent. So now I'll just, like I say, I'm going to tweak her a wee bit because it needs just a little bit here and there. Actually, that's not too bad. Hang on, tubes. We're not too bad there. So I think I can just, you know, it's going to need welded anyway. So we'll just give her a nice weld and fill her in and stuff. Oh, come on, camera. And we'll do it that way. But I got to get a few little measurements and stuff here now from off the trailer and stuff, and see how far I got to make these brackets to come out and everything. So let's get her on the trailer and get her on the tire kind of where we're wanting it and stuff, and we'll get a rough measurement of these brackets here. Okay, so I just got a dewey under here. I'll show you, just like that, to give me some clearance from the tire and get her somewhat lined up. Give me a rough idea. That's pretty good. We got about this much. That's pretty decent there. It looks a bit high, but I might have a bit of flex too, right? So you want her a little bit higher so there's room to spare in there and stuff. So we're actually looking pretty decent right there, I think. Actually, no, that's not too bad at all. From there, and I can get one here, one on each of one of these deweys here. And then we'll put them up straight like this, you know, so I won't angle them with like that. I'll put them straight with the dewey there. So, see, you know, we're not looking too bad. I just don't really have to add a whole lot to this. So let's get a measurement here. And I don't know if this is going to stay on here or not, but hey, look at that for redneck technology, eh? At its finest. I don't have any gum left now. So if we come out, it's about 9 inches roughly to the edge of the dewey there. So if I come out 9, I don't want to come out too much, but I'm actually probably not even going to have a end here so it's smooth, right? So I'll probably end it right at the edge of the fender. So if I make them, I'll say 9 inches. What the heck? I'll just here, look. 9 inch, yeah. Okay. So let's get some material and we'll get drawing something here. Okay, so I got something roughly drewed up here, and hopefully we're gonna cut this out. Hopefully this will work. So should be able to use this both sides. It's not going to be different, I don't think. But let me give me a sec here. I'll get this chopped out of here, and then we'll fit her on the dewey there and see how it's going to look. Okay, tubes, we do have our design, and it's going to be something like that. And you know, I could do it like that, but I think we're going to keep her straight to the trailer like that. And I kind of tapered her down, you know, so kind of give it a bit of a kind of a cool-y sort of look. So we got our material laid out here, and we're going to get our little tracing pencil-y thing here, and we'll get tracing this design out for 4 of these to cut out. Okay, so there's our collage of deweys to cut, and try to use as much of the square edges and stuff as I can, you know, make it look a little bit more nicer and stuff. So we got one here, one there, one there, one there. So let's get at her. I'm not going to film the cuttings. I don't want to wreck my new camera, so show you when we're all done here. There we go, tubes. There's our deweys, and I even gave them a little sandblasting around the edges where it's going to be you know, welded on and stuff. So we'll get these sort of situated up here, mounted on, and we'll give them a spot weld on. Then I got to pull the dewey out of underneath the tire, because if you weld them on, it's going to be stuck under there, so don't want that happening. So anyways, let's get at her. Holy, I just discovered that's a job you need like about 6 hands for, you know, because you're trying to hold it from rocking on the tire on that thing, and then the fender's moving on the thing, and then your things are moving on the thing, and trying to keep her straight with, you know, you can't see because you got your glove hand like right there in the way, and trying to keep her square and straightish as much as you can. Oh man, I need like 16 hands for that. So it looks to me like it's a bit high on the outside. So once I get her kind of ready to actually go there, I'll have to just sink her down a wee bit on the outside. That looks a bit high to me, so that's no problem. We can do that, but I'm going to, I guess, pull that dewey out of there now, and we'll weld it to the trailer too, and then we'll just start welding her on. Alright, tube, so the dewey's out, and actually that's looking pretty good. I'm not too upset about that, so I guess we'll finish her off. I'll weld the frig out of her here. There we go, tubes. They are permanent. No coming off now. So those probably gonna be a bit warm, but oh yeah, they're solid. You could probably almost step on them to get into the trailer if you really wanted to, but I'm not gonna right now. Well, we're gonna work on, I guess, the other side here now, and I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a over so I got a bit more room, because my butt will not fit in there. So let's move the trailer, tubes. Okay, tubes, so same scenario as before, and I got the camera way outside. As you can see, she's outside, so I shouldn't get any sparks this far, except to, you know, go back a little more. And I'm gonna see if I can get this one mounted on. It's actually looking really good right where it is there. Let's see here. Pretty decent right there, really. I kind of like that, so if I can keep her there, I'm gonna weld it right on there. But a bit of rust on the front of that fender, eh? Holy. But anyways, I'll leave it running here too. Hang on. Okay, let's see how that looks. Well, actually pretty level looking. I think if she'll stay there, I'm gonna leave her right there. Leave her right there. Good distance everywhere. It looks nice and level. Should come out a hair, but can't really adjust that too much. Okay, let's check her again just before we give her. Just before we give her. That's pretty freaking good to me. Freaking right, get at her. Oh, there we go, tubes. I think that's pretty darn good looking. How solid is this one? Oh yeah, moves the whole trailer. Friggin' right. I think we are going to be good with the fenders. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, you know. What the heck? Got to hold them on somehow. And I think that should work pretty good. Should be lots of support there, so she is now a part of the trailer. Holy snapping. But anyways, that's all I really had planned for doing today on this. It's just too crappy out there for doing, you know, sandblasting today. I don't have my sand yet anyway, so. But I think we're getting pretty close to getting onto that, you know. We're going to be pretty darn close here. And I still have to cut these guys off. Figure that out, or sorry, these guys here. Cut them a bit short, because yes, I have whacked my knees on them a few times, my legs, you know, you just walk past and whoa-bam, and that freaking hurts. So that was my idea, just to cut them off, but I'd rather wait till pretty much right at the very end when I know she's going to work, right? So, because it's hard to add more on than cutting some more off, so hard to add more on. But anyways, I guess we'll just shove this back in here for now, and push the welder back too. She's a heavy one, dude. She's a heavy one. Holy frick. Oh, man, I don't know what this thing weighs, but it is a lot. But she's looking good. She's coming. She is coming. And I think I'm going to get, you know, like, when this is all painted up and nice and stuff on the front here, I'm going to make a, you know, BILLSTMAXX kind of thing, and then put that on. And make up some John Deere stickers and put them on these panels here, maybe one on each side, and kind Could maybe put a John and then a deer on that side too, you know, like the words. Don't want to dink her out too much, but a little bit of something would be kind of cool. And I don't know, we could even put something on the fender there, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But someone made, I can't remember the name, I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names, but he mentioned, why don't you just put the cylinder on, then you'll be able to lift it and then just tape it all up and stuff. You know, like paper it all up or whatever, and, you know, make her bulletproof kind of thing. For sandblasting, it'd be a heck of a lot easier. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's actually a pretty freaking good idea. I think we might just do that, but won't be today. Get to turn this off. Off, and I might as well turn this off, and I might as well unplug her. Oh, man, I'm sure not going to want to see the hydro bill this month. Ooh. I'll have to look at that when it comes in. But there we go. But yeah, tubes, I guess that's it for today. There's just you know, not much else happening for in here. I got to go do some more leaves, hopefully before it starts raining here. But she's awful gloomy looking already, so I don't know. But anyways, hold on one sec here. I got one special thing I want to do for you before we say good day. Now tubes, you gotta freaking admit that was pretty cool. So if any thumbs down on that video, there's definitely something wrong with them thumbs downers. Holy frig. Not very often you see a freaking ATV burn out like that, eh? Friggin' right. Oh, and I guess the wheelies were pretty cool too, but anyways, there was a couple of sort of failed attempt wheelies and stuff, and we'll put that at the very end here and stuff. So, but anyways, tubes, you guys have a good freaking day, and I'm pretty sure, I guess, next video will be, I guess, sandblasting. I'm guessing that's going to be the next one, so we're going to have to wait for good friggin' weather for that, though, because, you know, weather like this, she's starting to rain already. Can't be sandblasting now. It's got to be pretty dry out, so we'll get her done, though. We'll get her done. Anyways, tubes, you guys have a good one, and we'll talk at you later. Thanks for watching. Where's my head, tubes? I freaking totally forgot about the seeds. Holy crap. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 851 seeds. There you go. So those are piles of 100, and this one had 51. So 851 seeds out of that freaking pumpkin. That's a pretty good ratio, you know, from one seed that grew a vine that probably grew, I don't know, depends on the variety, but maybe 3 to 4 or 5 or so melons off it. So maybe more, maybe less, who knows, right? So that's a pretty good freaking ratio from one of those seeds times, if you had 5 pumpkins times that, another 5. So holy frig, that is pretty decent. But anyways, tubes, that is it. It's freaking lunchtime. I'm starved. I haven't had anything to eat all day, so we're gonna go have some grub, and yeah. So you guys have a good one again, and thanks for watching again, and we'll talk at you tomorrow.